Gene.
I have abstract number 4 from the general fund, voucher 298 to voucher 373, in the amount of $308,110.49. And for the highway, voucher number 90H to voucher 115H, in the amount of $85,987.18.
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwecki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Cora?
Yes.
Mr. Jazinski?
Yes.
You have in front of you a lengthy list of budget modifications. Mostly they are for 2008, as I've begun the process of closing our books for that. As we talked earlier, for the one repair that needs to be done for the loader, I am adding a modification for the highway from account DB 513046 to account DB 513049 in the amount of $1,000 to cover that emergency purchase or repair that needs to be done. Down below there are amendments, but for the most part they are not anything that you should be alarmed about. We are putting revenues and expenses in, so the bottom lines for these are a net on the budgets. I have to carry over some grant funds that weren't spent in '08 and that need to be finished up and will be reimbursed to us in '09. So you can see that at the beginning. And then you'll also see that Jody has asked me to decrease some revenue that she's not going to get in the amount of $1,250.40. And as a result, we're also decreasing the expense. And we just had one for her as well for '08, which was to increase Friends revenue in the amount of $517.75. And we've increased the expense as well. And at the last meeting, you authorized me to go ahead for the new equipment for the highway to do an amendment, so that is stated there. And the last amount is an amendment for the trash in order to make the budget note. You all should have received a memo from me about that. It was included in the amount that Steve used to calculate our levy. However, when he went to do the budget, he only did a contractual line, which basically was to spend for our brush and our trash. He should have put in a line to pay the debt like he did on all the others for VANs and leases. He didn't, so I need to put that in there so that it can be correctly reflected on our AUD for 2009.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwecki?
I hate to be the only one asking questions, but I'm asking anyway. Chris, those trucks are $26,000
Each.
from last week? Each.
Yes.
Somehow I thought they were cheaper than that. You know, you gave us this nice, neat little, kind of a
I tried to explain the budget.
explain thing, I know, and the more explanations you get, the more scared I get about spending before receiving, i.e. the money for the trash and things like that. I mean, granted, they're all paying the trash bill, but it's, it feels like how my son manages his finances, and that's not right.
I know, but we had to borrow the money to make the trash payments for last year, and then we asked them if we could have the payment due in March after we've received in the levy. So,
Sorry, Mike. Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Cora?
Yes.
Mr. Jazinski?
Yes. Anything else, Gene?
no, thank you.
Number 7 and number 11, we have to combine. It should have been up there with it. But we need to set a public hearing date of March 9, 2009 to amend the town's consolidated 5-year plan for community development and approval of the application for the 2009 Community Development Fund. And that's in the form of a motion. Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwecki?
So we're just setting the date, and this approval part
For the public hearing.
is later.
The public hearing will be on the 9th, if it gets the necessary votes.
Okay. Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Corral?
Yes.
Mr. Lozinski?
Yes.